In January of 2023, I made a decision that has completely changed the trajectory of my life and had massive effects on everything in my external reality in this life. And that decision was this. I decided in January of 2023 that I was going to stop playing games with the things that I wanted in my life. And one of those things was being a self-made millionaire. I decided that I wanted to be a self-made millionaire by December 31st of the exact same year, 2023. And that has resulted in a sequence of shifts and events in my life, bringing us to this day, today, Thursday, August 3rd, 2023. Welcome to session 5 of my $1 million journey. My name is Edward James Carey. Welcome to Praxis Living, where I create content to help you create the life that you desire. This series of videos is entirely focused 100% on creating financial wealth, and I'm showing you day by day in detail the exact process that I used in order to create my first $1 million. And I said that the way that I just did because I already know it's a done deal. Okay, I'm not showing you how I am going to create $1 million. I'm already showing you how I've done it. It's already in the past. Even though as of this filming, the balance that I have that I'm working with is still only around $52,000. That is already going to be $1 million by December 31st, 2023. And this video series is to document exactly how that occurred. So we are getting very close today to the markets being open. And once again, I'm going to be going at stock trading today. And I will return shortly and we will play together in that realm to see how this goes today. I have this feeling like today, for some reason, is going to be an incredibly good day. So stay tuned. I think you're going to get some really good enjoyment and entertainment out of today's session. I do need to make this disclaimer though, before we go any further today. I am not a financial advisor. I don't work in the financial industry. I'm not a licensed broker. None of what you see today is meant to be construed as financial advice. I make these videos for your education, your information, and if you decide to play along, that's up to you. You are responsible, you are mature, you are able to make your own decisions the same way as I am. I'm simply just having fun, demonstrating what works for me. I'll see you in a few minutes. All right, I am back. We are 1 minute away from the markets opening. And let's go and have a look. As you can see, I already have an open buy order on shares of AI. I am ready to purchase at the drop of a hat with one click of a button here. I'm going to try to catch an early morning play first thing in the morning today in order to set up a day. I feel somehow it's going to be a strongly profitable day. I just don't know, but with shares of AI below $40 each, there is quite a good chance that it might rally back up to try to get back up to $44 today. And I want to be able to catch that activity and that volatility. So just a little bit of foreshadowing. I'm going to look for a steep drop and I'm going to try to catch it on the way down before it bounces back and does a pre-market rally. Oh, my order got kicked. Okay, so there I'm set up again with a market order of 250 shares. Now normally I would venture in with more than 250 shares to catch this morning run, but because I have over half my capital currently tied up, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with just 250 shares. So I'm going to catch it here and I'm going to see, I might have missed that bottom, but we will see. I have now committed a purchase to 250 shares at $39.76 each. So 39.76. Now, I am playing today completely separate from yesterday. As you see, I still have 500 shares of AI with a dollar cost average of $40.83. I'm not lumping today's purchase in with those, at least not at this point. I'm just going to try to sell this batch of shares on its own. So 39.76, 39.76 times 1.0, let's go, oh, sorry. 39.76 times 1.5%, let's see, is at least $40.35. So I want to try to catch at least $40.35. So let me turn around and create a sell order. Let's create a limit sell of, let's go $40.40. $40.40. I will pretty much take anything above that number. Of course, I will hold it open manually, just one click away, in order to sell it at the drop of a hat. And here we go. As you can see, it's launching up again. It's spiked up, and now it's strong sell pressure on the way down again. So it's on its way up. Oh, it's on its way down, sorry. Once again, today's music is provided by Harris Heller, Stream Beats. Not enough words to appreciate what that man does for us digital content creators. $39.90. What are you guys gonna do? So it's looking like the sell pressure is still stronger than the buying pressure, and I'm not seeing any opening volume this morning. I'm seeing 313,000 shares, which is not really that much. Although maybe it is for 3 minutes, I don't know. But I'm used to seeing a lot taller volume meters than this. I'm used to seeing early morning volume meters of 40 to 60,000 shares at a time. So I don't know where everybody is today. It's only friggin' Thursday. It's not Friday. It's not like people are taking off for a long weekend. Either people are sleeping in or they're licking their wounds from yesterday's crash. I don't know. But I'm still not giving up the idea that we are going to see a strong upward rally within minutes here. And that's what I am intending to catch on an upward play before I move on with my day. We are on our way up again, 39.89, 39.90. It's just pennies at a time here now. I'm waiting for the inevitable early morning buyers. I want to see some volume meters come in with 40 to 60,000 share buys at a time. I want to see this skyrocket up over $41 before it starts dropping back down. If it even is going to drop. If it even is going to drop back down. Still too early to tell how this day is going to play out. We're right in a ballpark on the price, by the way, with AI, where anything could happen. It could go up $3 or $4 a share. It could go down $3 or $4 a share. When it's playing in the space of $38 to $40, it could go either way really quick. Seeing a little bit of upward movement, but still this early morning volume is ridiculously low. Not impressed at all with what I'm seeing for volume. I'm thinking a lot of people might have got really hurt yesterday and decided they don't want to play in the AI sandbox. Well, I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, 39.97. 40.09. I'm going to have my finger on the trigger for if we hit $40.40. Again, strong sell pressure down. 39.76 is what I bought in at. So I'm going to take this limit off. I'm going to convert to a market sell, and I'm going to see what I can catch on the way up. As long as I hit it above 39.76, I'm good. So let's see if I can catch it on an upward swing again. $40.06. Oh man, it's bouncing around so rapidly this morning. It's not holding a value anywhere. And I don't understand why, because I do not see any volume in the market indicating that it should be bouncing around like this. I don't know what's going on here. Well, I'm either going to catch this on an upward play, or I'm going to sit with a new round of 250 shares and look to dollar cost average it later in the day when this stock plummets down, if it does. Another $1 or $2 a share. But I would like to get rid of this first sell to have my capital back to rinse and repeat the process again. All right, so there were 2 bounces going up. Maybe third time is the charm. We will see here. I want to see this green rally. I want to see it push past this previous top limit of $40.17. If I can close this transaction above $40.17, that's worthwhile for first thing in the morning for a rapid trade. I'll take that. But it remains to be seen whether we're going to get there. And if this opening volume is any indication at all of how this day is going to go, it's likely to be a weird day. 39.79. All right, well, it's doing its thing. I'll keep my eye on it. But you know, while I'm waiting for this and watching this, I shared a little bit in today's introduction about how I ended up here in this moment. In January of this year, 2023, the decision I made to create $1 million by the end of this year, I had absolutely no idea, by the way, how I was going to do that. At the time, in January, I was working full-time, Monday to Friday, in the plumbing industry, a trade that I have over 15 years of experience in. But I already knew that I wanted a different life. I knew that I did not want to keep going into work every day. I was not enjoying the process at all. I knew I wanted to create $1 million, and I knew it wasn't going to happen in plumbing subconsciously, but I also knew that I wanted to fast track the process. I wanted to do it by the end of this year. Absolutely no plan whatsoever on how to achieve that, so I just want you to know that. But the decision that I made, that was what was responsible for creating a sequence of events in my life during the remainder of this year, which has gotten me into a chair in my bedroom with all this fancy digital technology and gear, and into stock trading. The first event that happened was I got a layoff from work in March because work ran dry temporarily. So I've been out of work since March. Again, not knowing what I was going to do, but knowing that I wanted to create $1 million of income. So fortunately, as a Canadian citizen, I do have a little bit of financial support even though I'm not working. That's the kind of country we live in. And that support is about to run out. And before I face the decision of being unemployed without income, I decided that I'm going to hold to my dream of creating $1 million this year. Still not having a plan. That was back in March. In April, at the end of April, I got an opportunity to work with a mentor named Quasi Johir, not directly, but indirectly through one of his offerings, the Reality Creation Academy. And since I joined the Reality Creation Academy at the end of April, it's a brand new program, and I got in there as one of 100 initial people. And that playing in that space with those members in the academy has moved me and inspired me to at least get to the point of creating a YouTube channel, which I was using to communicate with members of the group about certain topics that were coming up in the group. And so I thought initially YouTube may be a way to make me a millionaire. And even if it does, which I suspect it will, I don't think it'll be happening by December 31st, 2023. But I was just kind of rolling with the things that were coming into my life. So I started a YouTube channel. That was in May. And then I played around with a couple of other ideas, but a personal friend introduced me to a successful trader who introduced me to this whole concept of stock trading. And now I am doing stock trading. I started it in June, suffered with it through June and a lot of July as well, learning how to do it effectively and properly. And now, here we are in the month of August. I have set everything up in advance to give myself a healthy trading balance of around $50,000. I didn't actually put in 50,000. I put in, I can't even remember, around 42 to 44, and then it grew to 50,000. And now here we are entering the month of August, which is the first month that I actively get to play with my balance in order to see if I can surpass the income that I used to get in plumbing full-time, which I'm already on track to do, by the way. I am making, on average, far more each day in trading than I was ever making working in plumbing full-time. And even if it takes me the full day of a trading day to make my profits, what more could you ask for than being able to sit at home, enjoy your day while you stock trade? It's a lifestyle that I am embracing, I am enjoying, I'm excited about. And coming back to the YouTube channel, now that you are here watching this video on YouTube, had I not started the YouTube channel, I would still be doing my trading right now, but I wouldn't be sharing it with you. So the way that all things have worked together in order to shift in my life, based on a decision that I made in January, I'm giving you this story in order to allow you a little bit of insight into what is happening in my life right now. It's called an identity shift. In January, I was a full-time plumber, and in August, I am a current stock trader. By December 31st, I am going to fully embody being a self-made millionaire, working with finances pretty much all day. And that is called an identity shift. And as time goes on, once I have accomplished the goal of completing this series of videos on my $1 million journey, maybe we can talk about some of that other juicy, fun stuff as well. But in the meantime, the only thing going on my YouTube channel, as far as I can see in the foreseeable future, is daily content to just help you watch how I turn $50,000 into my first 1 million. And if you can take some inspiration and some encouragement from these videos for yourself, and you feel like taking some more mastery over your reality, over your life, If you've decided that you've had enough and you want to play life on your terms instead of everybody else's, then I'm here in that role, in that capacity, to assist you in making that shift. All right, we have been bouncing up and down. I did see volume come in. I saw a very strong buy saw a very strong volume at 58,000 here. More strong volume at 36,000. More strong volume at 33,000. So we are hitting the volume that I expect to see, but the net result is just bouncing up and down, bouncing up and down. There's a lot of sideways movement going on here, so I'm going to look for an opportunity to close these shares from 39.76 and take a win and just log it and then move on. So let's see if I can catch it on this one. Are you going to go up any more? 39.95. It'd be nice to see at least $40.01 to get a full 25 cents per share on this. It's been up there previously, but I missed that one. Anyway, as you're watching this video, what kind of dreams do you have? Do you have dreams for your life? What do you want to do financially? Are you happy with the way your financial life is right now? Or do you want to see it different? You're the only one that has the power to make it different. Nobody else does. You know I could sell this share and take a small win, but based on past experience, I feel like the second that I sell that sell button because of a little bit of discouragement of seeing what's going on here, that all of a sudden strong buy pressure will come in and it'll just launch it upward over $40.25 a share, maybe even higher. And that's kind of what I'm sitting here waiting on. I'm waiting here to see that green candle spike shoot up so that I can unload on it. Any second now. Any second now is welcome with me. Here we go. We're going up again. $40.05. I want to see if I can... Is it possible to pass this previous one of $40.17? Here we go. Looks like it's going to happen. 40.18, 40.27. I'm going to unload right there. Okay, well done. It might go up higher, but I don't really care. This is just an initial early morning trade. I got out of that trade for $40.22. I'm not going to cry about spilled milk if it goes higher. I just wanted to make some initial cash because I like setting up my first part of the day with a trade that a couple of trades if I can get in and out of them, just to make some initial base cash so that I know that I've literally made enough money to live on for the day before I really start to play. Look at that share value skyrocketing up to $40.42. You see what I said? I am my own worst enemy when it comes to selling. Sometimes when it comes to buying too, but at least that part I can get better at doing. I could probably get better at doing the sells as well, but I like to leave that in God's hands, the sells, if I can. Okay, so on that first trade, I made $115.97, which is a whole lot better than $62.50 if I had just closed at 25 cents per share. And I am now got my capital back and I am ready to repeat the process of buying and selling should an opportunity occur. As you can see here, I still have my, here's what I've done. I have these 500 shares from yesterday at a dollar cost average of $40.83. And if you can see here, I've put a sell limit automatically there of $43.50. $43.50. That is over a 6% return when that closes. And I'm leaving it there on purpose. because I just want to expand my own personal journey, my own personal awareness, my own personal way of thinking. I like to get 2.5%. So I'm going to test my own limits, and I'm going to go for 6%. That's actually more than 6%. I think it works out to more than 6.5%. But I'm just going to leave that one on the open market until we go back up to, what is it that I set at? $43.50, which I have a strong suspicion might even occur at some point in today. But for right now, I see the market coming back down again on AI. Oops, I'm in the wrong account there. So let me get ready with another 250 shares here. Now, there's no promise that I'm going to buy in here because we are now at 6:53. We're now at the weird time of the morning where stuff could go bad really quick. If you've been watching, you notice that we get it to this time near 7 a.m. and when it starts to go down like this, like what we're seeing, it looks like there might be another play there to buy in and buy out really quick. But then for some reason it starts to drop significantly. And with as little trade capital as I have right now, I'm down below half my total capital at 22,600. I do not want to buy in too fast, too high, and end up getting stuck with new rounds of shares, especially with the other 500 shares that I have a dollar cost average on. Today's going to be a little bit different than my normal approach. I'm going to sit out the potential to make a short-term trade, and I'm going to wait on purpose for about another hour, hour and a half to let the market really sort itself out to see which direction we're going today. Because if we see another tumble from $39.75 and it goes down another $1, $1.50, or $2 a share, or even more than that, I want my full $22,000 at disposal so that I can do two things. I can load up 500 shares for today's activity, number one. Number two, I can get a really good dollar cost average on the previous 500 shares that I have at $40.83, knock the total dollar cost average of 1,000 shares to hopefully some point under $40 a share. And as you can see, we're currently trading at $39.69 a share. That will have a net result of making it very easy to break even on 1,000 shares. And then hopefully later in the day, today, like I hope to see around past 11:30 in the morning, maybe between 11:30 and noon, if we see the share value rise up to around $42, $43, and I am able to sell and close 1,000 shares that I'm holding on to, it's going to be a good, lucrative, profitable day. That's my plan today. Now we just need to see if me having that plan is in alignment with the forces of the universe, God, whatever it is that is in power behind the scenes, setting the stage of this fantastic drama that we get to share called life. Now it looks like I could have made a play there. You know what? I'm going to do it. Let's do it. It's a little bit late, but I'll do it anyway, just for fun. What did I get in at this time? $39.89. Okay. 250 times $39.89. I'm not going to look for a huge capital gain on this one. $39.89. I think I'm just going to go for 25 cents if I can get it. Let's call it $40.15. 250 shares. Okay, let's confirm that. I just want to get it and get out. 1 cent away. Come on. Push up. Come on. There we go. All right. Second successful trade of the day. $40.15. Like I said, I wasn't concerned whether it keeps going up after that. I just wanted an initial trade that I saw to take advantage of there. Okay, so we have 1037.50 minus 99.73, $64.50. That's what I made on that second trade. $64.50. And as you can see, my total for the day so far is now $180. You know, if nothing else happens today, 180 US dollars for a Canadian citizen, that's enough money to survive on. So I'm not, this is the reason, by the way, why I do early morning trades, to try to capitalize on a couple of opportunities. I set up the rest of my day right from the beginning, all right? Because I'm not trying to make my whole day on these early morning trades. I'm just trying to make a couple to a few $100s early in the morning before the main meal. It's kind of like going out for dinner, you know, and having an appetizer before the steak dinner. Awesome. Oh man, my mouth is watering. I think I'm going to treat myself again this weekend to a fantastic dinner. I don't know where I'm going to go yet, but I'm living a new life. I'm living a new reality. I'm already living as if I'm a millionaire. And when I decide to go out and treat myself well and love myself right, you know, there's a tip there I'm leaving for you, by the way. Emotion has a very strong impact on the day-to-day experience that we have in life. So I am just loving life. I'm doing things that I've always wanted to do, my own type of exercise, going out for dinner, enjoying movies, socializing with friends. I do whatever the heck I want with my own free time. And I am not trading in, again, this life that I have right now for the life of an employee. I will never go back to that. I understand if you're watching these videos and you're still in that grind, but I'm not you. I'm me. Okay, so I don't know what is going on at this point. Still not entirely sure what to expect. If you can see right now, we are just getting started with the population of what I call the VWAP indicator, the volume weighted average price indicator here. You can see it. You can see that it is starting to take the data from today and it's trying to populate. So we've got a low buy-in point of $39.69, top selling point of $40.03. And the spread between these two numbers is still very small for today. So there's not an awful lot of strong, wide volatility causing the VWAP to spread itself out like it can tend to do on some days. As time goes on, we'll get more familiar with the VWAP. Let's just keep an eye on the market for now. 7:01, we're only 31 minutes into the day here so far. I've caught 2 early morning plays. Let me take a minute and see what's going on with these other companies I've got. I've got an AMD holding that I'm trying to make maybe $4 per share on. I've got a Tesla holding, which I'm trying to make $10 or $11 per share on. Tesla's not even at the point where I bought it yet. AMD looks like it's climbing up today. And it is. Wow. I may end up getting my sell limit on AMD. So you know what I'm going to do now that I noticed that? I'm going to cancel my order for AMD. I'm going to go back and I'm going to find the original buy order. of 110.09. 110.09, and I'm going to add, because I'm playing today, I'm going to add 6.5%. You know what? Let's just do 6%. Slowly but surely, I'll work my limiting mindset up. Let's just do 6% times 116.70. Okay, so let me sell those at 116.70. $116.70, and then I'm going to leave it automatically as a sell order in the background. And when it decides to cross that point today, 116.70, those shares will close. Tesla, I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen there, you know, with all the headlines that I'm seeing about Tesla in the media today. Or not all the headlines, but the one main headline about them having issues with their steering. That remains to be seen what's going to happen with Tesla shares. But AMD looks like it wants to keep going up, so I'm just going to leave that alone for now. I'm going to go back to where I'm playing today, which is in AI Sandbox, and not a lot happening here. We're still consolidating up and down, averaging the same price all the way through, which is hovering right around the $40 per share base. So I am not in a rush to get involved today. I may have to sit here with a little bit of patience today and just exercise some caution and some patience, wait for a really good opportunity to buy in. Like I said, I've already got half my capital deployed into AI. So if I'm going to deploy the other half of my capital, then I really need to get it at a reduced cost. And that reduced cost would be well below $38 per share, preferably even lower than $37 per share. So we're at 7:05. I'm going to take a short break and give the market a little bit of time to work itself out. I already have a sell limit order on my current shares of AI, and it's set really high, $43.50. So if I'm away and we go crazy ballistic on the way up today, I'm covered there. I know that I'll get at least 6.5% on my money there. So I'm going to take a break, and I will be back soon, and we will see together how this day performs. Stay tuned. I just wanted to come back for a moment and show you something that happened while I was monitoring things here, just to keep you guys informed as to what's going on. I noticed this steep drop here, and just on a hunch, I decided to buy in. You see where this green candle is right here? I bought in another 250 shares right around here, 39.02. And then as you can see, it continued to go down a little bit, but then it bounced back up, and it's on its way up right now. Now, I don't think that this here right now, I don't really think that that is the bottom of the day. I think that's maybe like one of the bottoms on the way down to a lower bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm looking for an exit point of these 250 shares to catch another play on the way down. 39.02, and we're up at 39.28. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set these up to sell. Even though we're crossing through the bottom of the VWAP right now, I'm not convinced that it's going to continue to go up for the rest of the day at this point. So I will cash these out. $39.30. I'm just waiting for a good exit point right now. $39.31. $39.33. Any moment. $39.35. $39.37. I don't see a lot of heavy volume to indicate that it's going to keep climbing. Now, I want you to also understand I may be completely wrong on this if I decide to sell these 250 shares. It may, in fact, continue to go up for the rest of the day. There's just no way to tell. But I feel like I'm kind of stuck right now. I did purchase 250 shares with the expectation it might still go down. Let me just confirm these out. $39.02, so I'm over 25 cents per share here. Let me sell that. Okay, so I've closed it just to take a profit. $39.27. Let me log that. If I'm incorrect and it continues to go up, well, nothing I can do about that, except learn from the experience. $39.27 is what I sold at. Yes, so let's calculate this. 98.18, 68 minus 97.54.58. So I've got another $64.10 there for the day. $64.10. And yeah, it continued to go up. So if I just sold out my only good buy this morning of 250 shares and it decides to continue going up, then that's my own making. I really don't think that we're at the point of day though, at 7:38 a.m. where it should continue to climb for the rest of the day. I am expecting to see more of a decline over the next hour or so, going into 8:30 to 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm looking to see a downward trend. But if I got this totally wrong, I just sold my batch of 250 shares that I could have made my profit on today, and I sold it too early. So I'm just getting all this down on camera so that you can follow along with my progress and maybe learn a thing or two along with me. So I just wanted to check in. For now, we will see how this plays out, and I will be back soon. Hey guys, I am back to check again to have a look at what is going on in the market. And I want to point this out here. I'm having a day that I'm not used to seeing. Remember I bought a position in here and then sold it somewhere on here on the way up? Because I thought that what I was going to see was I was going to see things to continue to go down, but instead they continued to rally up slowly and surely, reached a point in the middle of the VWAP, dropped back down below the bottom of the VWAP, went back up, down, and now we're getting some consolidation up and down, and we're moving sideways in the market. So it is still early in the morning, but I also don't want to miss out on a long day grow, which AI typically tends to do. So we are at 8:06 a.m. and I'm going to load up. I don't know what I want to do here. I don't want to buy in absolutely heavy, but I also want to be loaded up a little bit so that if this decides to climb up all day and I am mistaken at the fact that it's going to go down, then I want to be able to catch some activity on the way up. So I'm going to look for fair buy-in point here. And I think I might load up on 300 shares this time. I think I can safely afford 600 shares. And again, I'll point out something that happened off camera in a minute, but let me set up my buy here. I'm literally, what did I sell these shares at last time? I sold my last round of shares at $39.27. So I want to see if I can buy in close to that point so that in effect it's almost as if I didn't sell my position at all today. But obviously I don't want to buy in too high in case it does continue to go down. But I have a suspicion that things are going to continue to go up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to deploy capital. And I'm going to buy 300 shares, which I've just committed to. Okay. So $39.47. $39.47. This is not a time of day that I typically do a purchase. But I have this feeling that today is going to be a fantastic day anyway. So for the sake of today, I will deploy 300 shares there. But I only went 300, and I'll tell you why. If it continues to rally up, that's great. I'll make a decent profit on 300 shares. But if I'm mistaken and it continues to decline, pushing into 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., then I will load in with another 250 to 300 shares to really load my guns with an expectation that I'm going to catch an up rally after 9:30 a.m. But if this decides to start going up right now, then I want to be loaded. What I'm also going to do while I'm away, I'm going to take another break, but while I'm away, I'm going to load these 300 shares that I just purchased into a limit sell order, and I paid $39.47. So I'm just going to make this easy, and I'm going to sell them at $43.50, which is quite a big difference, as you can see. It would have to go up almost $3 full per share, $4 full per share. Yeah, $4 full per share in order to hit that. But that's what I'm just going to leave this in protection since I'm going to be away for a little bit, and we will see how this plays out. Now, before I go, I wanted to show you something. You remember that purchase I made yesterday for stocks of AMD? I bought 25 shares of AMD stock. Well, here's a funny thing. This happened while I was watching the market. You may remember that I went big on a potential trade to sell AMD this morning, but I changed that back to my original sell order. I had an original idea that I wanted to see if I could make exactly $4 per share on AMD. And if you can see right here, what happened with AMD was after I changed my sell order back to $40.10, or after I changed my share sell back to, I think it was $114.10, it reached that back here, 114.11, and then it sold, and then it dipped, and then it went a little bit higher, but it certainly didn't go up to 117 like I had it set in the morning. It just decided to just reach my sell point, and that resulted in me getting a net profit of $100.29 additional money today. So I am up another $100, and considering I only had that trade since yesterday morning, I'll take that return. That's a good return as far as I'm concerned. So I just wanted to point that out as well. I'm going to step away again for a little while and give this market a little bit more time to play out itself. I'm either going to make good money on 300 shares and probably no more, or I'm going to have an option to buy again and double down in later in the day. So stay tuned. Something tells me this is a day you're not going to want to miss. All right, I decided to come back and give the market one more check. Let's see what's going on today. All right, you see here, we're at 8:33 a.m. and this is a day unlike I'm used to seeing. At this time of day at 8:33 in the morning, I'm usually expecting to see a tremendous bottom going on, but that is not what is happening today. This day is playing out a little bit differently. It looks like this bottom of the day was over here at around 7:30 a.m. Again, anything could happen, but the point that I want to make is it's good that I decided to get back in the market and pick up those 300 shares, which I bought here at $39.47, because the market has since continued to go up as high over $40 per share. And again, I still have no idea how this day is going to play out. It could continue to keep rallying up. It could continue to drop down over the next hour, hour and a half. And because I don't know which it's going to do, I am going to take this opportunity right now to go and do my morning routine. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to clean up a little bit, and then I'm going to come back in about an hour, hour and a half. We'll see where we're at. We'll see if I get to double in with some more shares that I can pick up, looking for an exit point later in the day, or I'll come back and let me just make sure before I leave my sell orders are all intact. Yeah, I've got all of my current shares set to sell at $43.50 in case that while I'm away and things continue to rally up like we're seeing, and it just continues to go bananas all the way back up to $43.50, then I'm covered there with some very healthy profits. And even if it doesn't go that high and I come back and it's still over $41.50, $42 a share, again, I can still win by cashing out. It's too early to tell how the day is going to play out, so I'll just leave it and I will see you shortly. All right, I am back at the computer screen. It is 10:02 in the morning. Let's have a look and see what is going on. All right, let me blow this up here. Okay, so we're going sideways in the market. Instead of continuing on an upward trajectory, it basically went up to a peak at the top of the VWAP and then proceeded to move down to the bottom of the VWAP and then move back up to the top of the VWAP. Now, had I been here, I could have capitalized on this potentially by making two plays instead of one. I could have sold my 300 shares that I'm sitting on at a small profit, waited for the recession, and then did it again. The problem with that, though, is on the way down, I would not have known whether the market was going to correct and go back up. So I'm thinking about my options today in order to figure out how to play the day. I'm also looking between the time I left. I don't remember exactly when I left, but let's look between 8 o'clock and present, 10 o'clock. There's been no significant volume. There's been none of these sharp spikes that you see back here in the morning. None of this going on throughout the first couple of hours of the day, including 9 to 10 o'clock, whereas usually where I see activity like that. Okay, now I see that we are on an upward shot right now as I'm sitting here at the screen, $40.07. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't figured out my play for the day yet. All I know is at this point, I am sitting on 300 shares that I purchased at $39.47 each. They are currently up 60 cents per share. And I've also added them as a potential dollar cost average to the previous 500 that I'm holding from yesterday. So instead of those 500 shares at a dollar cost average of $40.83, if I combine them with today's 300 shares, then the total dollar cost average for the whole 800 shares is $40.32. And as you can see, the market is starting to head in that direction of $40.32. So one of the things I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a break-even line at $40.32. In fact, I'll put it 1 cent higher just to be safe, $40.33. And I'm going to leave that line as red. And that line is there to just give me a visual indication of my break-even point for all 800 shares. If I decide that I want to liquidate my position today of all 800 shares, I can do that now, as long as it's above that break-even line. The other thing that it serves to do is, if I decide that I just want to sell my 300 shares and keep my 500 shares, then again, as long as I sell my 300 shares above this red line here, then it means that I can still sell the remaining 500 shares as low as $40.33 without losing money. I hope that makes sense. So what that means is, as long as I sell my first 300 shares above $40.32, then it also means that the new dollar cost average on my 500 shares is not really $40.83, but $40.32. But the only way that this works, and I really need to make this clear, is if I sell these 300 at above $40.32. If I sell the 300 shares below $40.32, the plan I just explained, it won't work. Now, I also have a good significant pile of capital left in my trade account, 13,700. And one of the things that I was thinking about was throwing in an additional 300 shares if I had come home to see this market trend down back down here where it was 38.71 or even lower. I would have threw that other 1,300, I would have threw that other 13,000 in to pick up an extra 300 shares for a total of 1,100 shares at a reduced dollar cost average, and then I would have tried to sell all 1,100 shares at some point throughout the day. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. It is very, very early still. Okay, we haven't even reached the playtime yet of 11:30 to 12:30 Pacific, where a lot could go on. So right now we're looking at a sideways market, but it is Thursday. It's not Friday. This is something that I would expect to see more on a Friday rather than a Thursday. But for whatever reason, it is happening today. So even though I am currently up on the 300 shares that I bought this morning, 39.47, and you can see I'm up a fair bit. I'm up about almost 50 cents per share. Okay, that's a $150 trade right there. But I do not want to become my own worst enemy. And I specifically do not want you to watch me become my own worst enemy. It's fine enough that I'm aware of it and that I've shared how it tends to show up. It tends to show up with me sitting here watching the activity. As you can see right now, look, we're on another downward trend here. You know, I could easily sit here all day long and try to play guessing games with whether the market's going to go down, whether it's going to go back up, whether it's going to go down, whether it's going to go back up. But I think that the way I'm going to play this day today is I'm going to step away again for a little while, give it maybe another hour, maybe an hour and a half, come back around 11 to 11:30, see what the market has done. Now, I'm going to be off camera, but I might periodically check every 30 minutes or so to see. And if I come in and I see a significant downward drop, I will get back on camera and we will discuss a whole different strategy that I have in my brain. But for now, I just wanted to update, let you know where things are at, let you know the things I'm thinking about. I'm looking to pass this red line of $40.33 in order to potentially sell off the 300 shares that I purchased this morning. Or I'm looking to come back and see the market completely blast through that break-even point and skyrocket up to $42 or $43, at which point, oh, it's going to be a happy day when that happens. Or I'm going to come back and see it going sideways again. And if it's still going sideways like it is today, there's not a whole lot I can do about that, because I'm not going to sit here and actively try to time my buy-ins and buyouts of the market. That's not really a good long-term habit anyway, in my opinion. So even if I become really good at that, that's not how I want to spend my time throughout the day. I want to get into the mode where this becomes like clockwork, where I can come in the morning between 6:30 and 8 a.m., set up a major play for the day, and then leave for the rest of my day and just let the market do the work. Set my automatic sell orders for what I want to buy early in the morning. You see how it dips in the morning. Set my later in the day sell orders automatically, and then just go on about my day and not even concern myself with the market. That's where I'm aiming for, long term. Before I go though, I will just double check my sell orders. Yeah, I still have all 800 shares set to a sell limit of 43.50, which is plenty. If I go away for an hour, hour and a half, and I miss some kind of massive upward shot from $39.92 and it happens to go up all the way to $43.50, hey, I don't have a problem with that at all if it sells automatically. Even if it goes past that to $45, I really don't care, because I will have made a very sizable profit. And, you know, a sizable profit to me is a win all the way around. So we'll see what happens in another hour to an hour and a half. Stay tuned. I'm starting to feel pretty confident that this day is going to go well for me, no matter what happens. We'll see shortly. Okay, and I'm back to have another look at what is going on here. Oh my goodness. Again with the downward trough. You know what? Just because I want to make things entertaining, I'm going to do something that I would never normally suggest anybody even consider doing. But I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to buy 300 shares on what looks like a downward bottom pressure here. Leaving myself $1,800 of money to just play with scraps in case my whole world comes crashing down right now. But based on what I'm seeing, the pump and down, it looks like we shot back up, tried to test a previous resistance of, we went past a previous resistance of $40.02. And on this run up, we went up to $40.14. I'm gambling on the fact that this kind of activity is going to continue going up and down, up and down, up and down. Again, if you notice here, while I was talking to you, I was really quick to see that we still have an upward trajectory going on here. Okay. You see this bottom line? There's the bottom. There's the bottom, there's the bottom, there's the bottom. So again, I'm hoping that, you know, I wanted to take a risk here just to see if it pays off. Because if it does, that's a new transaction of 300 shares. Now let me document this before we get too far off the beaten track here. 39.76. So I picked up another 300 shares at $39.76. $39.76. This is going to do a couple of things, by the way. Okay. It should change my overall dollar cost average on now I'm holding, I believe, 1,100 shares in total. Yeah, 1,100 shares in total. So let me do a quick dollar cost average on the total 1,100 shares and see what I have created here. 11,926.53 plus 11,840.85. And then yesterday's buys. Which are these two down here. 10,288.80 plus 10,125.58. Okay, so the total I have invested in AI right now is $44,181. I am swinging for the fences today. Swinging for the fences. Let's divide that by my total shares, which is 1,100. And as you can see right now, my total dollar cost average on all 1,100 shares is $40.17. So I'm going to change this to 600. And I'm going to change this to $40.17. Or sorry. This here to 17 cents. Okay. And now I'm going to move this line down to $40.17. And so what I have effectively done is I have now created a potential position where I can sell all 1,100 of my shares at any time that it is above this red line here of $40.17. And as you can see, the previous push up brought us almost to that at $40.14. So I am going to be hanging around today. It's 10 to 11, so I'm not going to be away from the computer today. I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be present, and I'm going to watch, and I'm going to see if I can exercise some manual patience today and just put my emotions on check while I'm actually present. Because I now have a few flexible options. I can either still work on exiting a position on 300 shares from earlier this morning. I can work on the potential of exiting 600 shares, including the 300 that I just purchased, when that last batch goes up in value as well, $39.76. If it crosses the blue line, that's also in profit. I have that option of making a profit on 600 shares. I have a option of making a profit on all 1,100 shares. If for some reason it goes past this red line and continues to move up later in the day here, during the last 2 hours of the day, it very well could do that today. I've created some options, but at the cost of those options, I have also left myself in a very questionable and inflexible position Should I have made a mistake this morning, I will be stuck. Not stuck. The woman teaching me how to do this, she really hates it when I talk about being stuck. So let me say held. I will be held with an active trade balance of just $1,800 to play with. Whatever. You can still do a lot with $1,800, and if I have to spend a day on camera here showing you exactly how I do that, then I will do that. That's not my choice, though. I don't want to do that. Here's what I want to do. I want to see us still get up to $43.50 at some point today. By some miracle, I want to see volume pick up today. What's the volume at for the day? You see this volume for shares at 10 million shares? Man, that is light. We're at 11 o'clock in the morning and we haven't even got 11 million shares in volume. So, and we also have a share value right now, which is riding at $39.85, which is below the $40 line. So we're set up here in a decent position for us to see a late afternoon rally of heavy players coming in, picking up 60, 50, 40,000 share lots at a time, and launching this thing way past $40.17 and potentially up as high as even $43.50. But you know, those sell limits of $43.50, by the way, those are best case scenarios. I'm not holding my breath in order to get those today. The reason that those sell limits are so high is just in case I missed out on the crazy activity that you saw. I came back after being away for a couple of hours a day or two ago, and it shot up not just past my sell limits that closed, it continued to go $1 or $2 higher. And that's what I'm gambling on today. I'm gambling on a similar situation occurring today. So that's what I've done. That's the play that I've created. And we're going to see in a matter of just a little bit of time how things have played out. For right now, though, I'm going to take another break. I'll still be close by here just to keep an eye on what's going on. But there's no sense in dragging all of this out on camera at this point. This is going to be a lot of watching. So rather than put you through that, I will shut the camera off and then I'll turn it back on if there's a major movement or an update to share. Stay tuned. This day is not over yet. We still have a couple of hours to go on this beautiful Thursday afternoon or Thursday morning. We'll see you soon. I'm back. It is near the end of the day. We're getting close to the end of the day here. It is 25 minutes after 12, and here's what's going on in the market today. I'm looking at stuff, and I'm looking at this ridiculous day with AI. It not only did it not continue to climb past my break-even point of, I don't know how many shares I have now, 1,100 shares or something. It didn't even make it there. Not only that, it dropped all the way back down below. It dropped even lower than where I bought 250 shares earlier this morning, or 300 shares earlier this morning at $39.47. And it's only now just creeped back over. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to swing everything. I'm going to go all in. All right, because I feel like I want to do something. It's 12:26 in the morning. I haven't seen it down this low. Plus, it's going sideways down here. So what I'm going to do is, I noticed that currently my holding in Tesla, I can make a small profit. So I want to take off my automatic sell limit for Tesla. I want to cancel that. because I want to get my money back. And I want to throw it into AI right now because I'm sick of this. Okay? I feel like there's a massive spike increase coming. Even if not this afternoon, tomorrow morning. I'll explain this in just a second here. So let me go to my Tesla shares. Let me sell these 25 shares off. Now let me go back and check just to make sure things haven't changed. Yeah, see, we're going up 259. It's on an upward trend right now. So as long as AI is still trying to figure out what it's doing down at $39.49 a share, in the meantime, I'm going to see what's going on with Tesla here. Looks like it's on an upward swing. Every penny counts in this transaction. I bought Tesla at 257.64, so I'm not going to make a tremendous gain on this. If I can hit 259.54 and make... No, it's starting to trend down again, it looks like. Let's see if I can do it. Let's see if I can pull it off at 259.54. Is it possible? Let's go to limit sell it. 259.54. See what happens. Okay, I'm going to hit this. I'm going to see if I can make an even $2 per share on Tesla here. Where's my buy from yesterday? Can't even see it. Yeah, there's my buy yesterday, 64.40.99, 64.88, 50. We'll see if I can get this here. First of all. Ooh, AI continues to plummet down. Okay, enough of this. Oh, it's going back up. Here we go. Tesla is going to close me out at 259.54. Come on, just a couple cents more. Let's go. We're going to haggle over pennies here? Come on. Close me out. There we go. Tesla sold. Okay, I sold Tesla at 259.54. $259.54. Now, one of the reasons that I did that, it was because I was noticing throughout today and yesterday, I think I can get a better valuation on Tesla anyway, because I've seen the share values as low as 253 and 251 even in the past 48 hours. And I bought in at 257. So I'm just going to take my small win from Tesla right now, 64.88.50 minus 64.40.99 equals. So I gained $47.51 on that for my day. And immediately what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip back over to AI and I'm going to throw it all in there. Everything I've got, 100%. Because I'll explain why in just a second. I'm going to buy up as much AI as I can possibly get. Let's go on for what, 39.45? Let's go 39.50 because I don't care right now what I get it at. I just want to see how many shares I can buy. Let's go 100. Nope. Oh yeah, 100. Okay, so it looks like I can do 200. No, not quite. 175. Nope. 160. Okay, 165. Ooh, just about 165. So let's go 164, 64.78. Okay. 39.50. I'm going to plunge it all in. All right. Now, here's why I did this, okay? Besides the entertainment value, I've got $34.13 of cash left in my trade account. And in the meantime, I am holding on to I'm holding on to 1,310 shares of AI. I'm not even going to work out the new dollar cost average because it's really kind of irrelevant. I already know that as long as I sell all 1,310 shares of AI above this line here, $40.18, that I'm good, that I'm profitable. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold these shares over till tomorrow, unless for some reason that in the last 27 minutes of this afternoon, this valuation on AI launches up somehow. But as you can see here, this is one of the main reasons I'm going all in. This morning, AI in the morning rally reached $40.45. And as you can see that throughout the rest of the entire day, it hasn't even gone back up that high to $40.45. So I'm going to take a gamble and I'm going to hold on to my 1,310 shares of AI till tomorrow. Unless for some reason somebody comes in and buys 1 million shares in the next 25 minutes, I'm holding on to these shares until tomorrow because I think that I can do better catching an early morning rally on the way up. If my cost on the total lot of shares is down as low as $40.18, and I can do this calculation later after this video is recorded, I know that for sure, because I just plunged in more money into AI, that total dollar cost average is even less than $40.18 now. So Friday morning, tomorrow, I expect we will come back on an early morning run when all of the morning volume comes in to shift this up and down in the morning really rapidly. I will expect to unload all 1,310 of my shares, and if not that, at least 600 of them, for sure. But I'm going for all 1,310 above the break-even point. I'm going to catch as much as I can on the way up in the morning run, and then I'm going to sell them all. And then I will wait until we get to the day's low, and then I will see what I'm going to do tomorrow. So I expect tomorrow to be a very heavy day. I'm going to consider this day done, even though we have 24 minutes left in the day, because I am not expecting to see this share value go back up by $1 in 30 minutes. But I will expect to see that overnight and tomorrow morning, pushing into the open market rally and then in the opening bell. So today, I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to say that is it. Oh, wait a sec. I haven't even figured out what my total wins are for the day here. So let's calculate that. Okay, so my total gains for today are $392.37. Not as much as I wanted, but it's more than I earned full-time in work. That's more than a full day's pay where I used to work. $392.37. All right, so my total day today is not in a loss. I've actually earned almost $400 for the day. And going in tomorrow, I'm expecting to earn thousands tomorrow. But we will see how things go. Once again, that is it. My name is Edward James Carey. You've been watching Praxis Living. You've been watching my $1 million journey. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate the support at this point in the growth of my channel. I will see you again tomorrow, bright and early, ready for a new day. It will be Friday. It will be the end of this week, this first week of filming my journey, by the way. Tomorrow I'll be doing a financial update on my total holdings as well, to compare it to last Friday at the close of the market to see how I'm doing overall for the week. But for now, that's it. I will leave a title card for the next session when I create it. In the meantime, I wish you the best of life.